Hello guys, welcome back. As you know, it's Whiskey Wednesdays. I hope you're really enjoying our kind of first two kind of shows as well. Obviously the first one was a bit of a pilot show, but the last week was our first proper episode of episode 1. So it's Whiskey Wednesdays here at the Whiskey Snook in Lowry's Bar. Big shout out to obviously the owners here that are looking after us to use the pub, and also to Patrick Howard for making it all happen. So we're going to get cracking, and here we are, as you can see in front of me. I have the famous Michael D. Higgins is our mascot. Michael D. is a massive Galway fan, and I'm also a Galway fan, so it's nice to have something in common with the president. And he'll be with us out through the series and through the episodes as well. So obviously the other thing is beside me is plenty of bottles of Jameson. So for today's episode, we are going to look through a brief history of the taste notes and the flavours of the Jameson Caskmates, which was released in 2015, and we also have the Jameson blend. So basically, the distillery was opened in 1780 under the name of the Steen family Bow Street Distillery, and then years later, a man called John Jameson, who became general manager before he took over complete control of the distillery as well. So a background of John Jameson. John Jameson was a Scotsman, all the way from Alloa in Scotland, and he actually married a lady called Margaret Haig. So if you're Scotch lovers out there, the Haig whiskey, I think Margaret's father was John Haig. So a little kind of brief history, and also John Jameson's grandfather, would you believe it, was the Italian inventor, would you believe it or not. So it's a bit of a connection to our Clifton history here as well, so you can dig deep into that if you want. So let's get cracking. We have the three bottles here. So basically, Jameson whiskey is a blended whiskey, which is makes up of two styles. In this case, it is a grain whiskey and a pot still whiskey. So the Jameson whiskey is triple distilled for its smoothness, and you have your pot still kind of flavour as well, your spices as well. So it's a beautiful whiskey really to start off with, and it's a simple drink. It's you can use it in cocktails. Obviously, the main one of yours, even your Jameson ginger ale, is a lovely drink to have as well. So it's a great starter whiskey to kick off if you're not a fan of whiskey or anything like that. But it's well worth it, and it's worldwide known. The amount of gallons sold now, I don't know for how long it's been huge, like, you know. But we'll get cracking, and we'll just go through the Caskmates. So here I have, you can see the IPA Caskmates. So it's a Jameson. So the story behind it, folks, is so basically Jameson is not distilled in Dublin anymore. Unfortunately, it's down in Middleton, down in Cork. So basically, you have Powers, Jameson, and you have Middleton, all that down distilled down in Cork. So basically, one of the head distillers and the head brewery of a local distiller down in Cork. Obviously, they came together on a night out. So if you look out or check out the Franciscan Well, they're a Cork-based brewing company. Some beautiful IPAs. You have their stouts, the beautiful beers out there now. So Franciscan Well, check them out. Well worth it. So obviously they came together, and they've actually used the whiskey. Soaked up the hoppiness of the IPA bottles, as you can see here. So when you're talking IPA, you're talking the hoppiness, the crisp, flavors too. You have citrus as well. So all that. So basically, it's a Jameson blended into one of the barrels that are soaked in the beer. So it's in the IPA in this case. So it's a nice little touch, and it's a nice little kind of history to the Franciscan Well. Please check it out. They have a pub down there in Cork City as well. It's the brew pub as well. So check that out as well. Well worth it. Great smoking area, the whole lot. But it's a great way of doing it. So two long lost friends, Mr. Quinn and Mr. Long, came together on a night out and made this all happen. In 2015, then it was launched. Same with the stout. Obviously, the Franciscan Well have a stout, and basically they've done the same as well. So they use a Jameson blended whiskey into the stout barrel. So it's a beautiful series, and it's a lovely Caskmates. Very easy now. Like obviously with the stout edition, you have your cocoa, you have your kind of you have your coffee flavored butterscotch. Yeah, it really works well with with the flavours of the pot still. So we have your tiny bit of spiciness to it as well. Both very smooth whiskies, but both very different. Obviously, the IPA, you have your citrus, you have your citrus, you have your crispiness and all that. So it's a beautiful whiskey. And then with the stout edition, you also have the coffee, you have the butterscotch and all that. So, folks, that's it now for me. I hope you enjoyed the episode. We all have a bit of fun, and I'm gonna enjoy a nice whiskey with Paddy. Just to let you know, I call him Paddy. So this is Patrick Howard. He makes it all happen. So let's pour a nice whiskey. I think he's earned it now after the 3 episodes here now. So, and I might even have one myself for the day that's in it, you know. And you can't go wrong with a Jameson, as I say. Just a big shout out to. Just make sure you get in the glass a minute, okay? So a big shout out to a few ambassadors out there. The Jameson ambassador, Pippa Ryan, so she's a great worker, and many to all the ambassadors out there, enjoy it, and to Patrick for making all this happen. And hopefully we'll see you in episode 3, and we'll have many more whiskies to taste and enjoy, okay? Thank you, folks. Enjoy. We'll see you there. Yeah.